We back? Yeah. All right. Cool. But yeah, so I think that's where that kind of storyline will go. Is all of a sudden they get to the end of the season and they have this new sports psychologist that is going to be on the team. What do you think of that little addition to the overall cast?
I don't know. We'll see. They didn't really have didn't give her much screen time on the trailer, so
Yeah.
it's hard to say how she'll fit in. She kind of seemed super smug and super standoffish with.
Yeah, with him, it's going to be kind of, I think, one of those, just another person that he has to win over. Which there will be some really, really great moments that will be included because of that. So I'm excited for that as well. Yeah, just loves Jason Sudeikis in that role. He does it so well day in and day out. Like all those episodes are amazing to watch. So
yeah,
anything more Jason Sudeikis, I'll take.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean,
yeah,
I'm excited that we only have to wait 3 months before it comes out, right?
Yeah, that's the coolest thing about this is all of a sudden it's just going to be here. There's really no waiting for this to come out. So I'm super excited for this show.
And by far my favorite character in the show, Danny Rojas, looks like he's going to get more screen time.
It looks like he's going to be very integral to this whole episode or this whole season. So yeah, with that, that will be July 23rd. Definitely sign up for Apple TV Plus if you haven't. We will be shows. They have some amazing content. We are not sponsored by them at all.
We are not, but yeah, For All Mankind got spicy last episode. Yeah. Some shit.
Is this the last episode this week?
It is. Yeah, I'm so fucking excited.
Yeah.
Dude, this weekend's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, this weekend's gonna be nuts.
We have last episode of Falcon Winter Soldier. We have last episode of For All Mankind. And we're going to go see Mortal Kombat.
And we've got the Atlanta Film Festival.
And we're going to see this thing that you're so fucking high about.
You shut your mouth. They were very nice enough to give us media passes for this entire weekend. So anytime anybody is willing to let us come watch their movies, we will say thank you.
I'm just glad we're not going to Atlanta. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, I could not afford that.
It'd been actually probably would have been kind of crazy to go to Atlanta this weekend if the Chauvin trial had gone another way.
If it had not gone, yeah, man, I'm yeah.
But
we're not good. I don't really want to get into that. I'm gonna have to get into that all day tomorrow. So
all right,
we'll not do that today. Yeah, I mean, I just told my students that we would talk about whatever the media coverage of it is, and
you're not the law class,
huh?
Never mind.
Yeah, the media coverage,
right?
How the newspapers are covering, what stories, what angles they're taking, that type of stuff. So. I thought it was important to kind of focus on that, but was worried if anything came back innocent that was going to have a lot of really pissed off teenagers and
probably
So I'm very thankful that.
So, anyways, but this weekend is going to be stacked.
No, plus we have the Oscars on Sunday.
Oscars, yeah. So wait, I was going to ask you how we're going to do our next episode. Do you want to? Are we going to see Mortal Kombat Friday?
I need to talk to some people about when they can go see Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
I want to either do it Friday or Saturday for sure.
Who else we need to be waiting on?
Greg for sure.
Okay.
Garrett maybe.
Okay.
Garrett's if his with everything that's going on with his family, so it's that type of thing. So it could be this weekend. It could not be for 2-3 weeks before you could go see it. So
well, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. So but with Greg,
is he working Friday night?
I don't know, to be honest. So I need to check with him. Or we could just go fucking see it. And I can go see it again with them. Because I'm so excited for that movie. And you didn't watch the first 7 minutes of the trailer, did you?
Of the movie, you mean?
Of the movie, my bad. Yeah.
I did not. No.
Okay.
No, I want to see this thing
insane.
Yeah, I just want to see. I don't want to have any of it spoiled before I go see it.
I
don't get why they really do that. They put out the first 7 minutes of the movie.
It's just there's usually something in there that gets people hyped, or they always cut. They always cut it right before something big happens, so that you're oh shit, what's gonna happen next? That happens in this. So
okay.
No, I'm very excited for it. But we will be seeing that, and then the Oscars are Sunday, which we will be live streaming as well.
Sort of.
I will be sitting here live streaming myself with a TV.
What, you gonna bring the TV up here?
Yeah, I'll bring my TV up here. I'll figure it out. I'll have a setup up here.
I mean, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Just not like I just don't want to literally sit in front of a camera like for.
Well, we'll see what happens, Ryan.
4 hours.
I'm definitely going to be in front of a camera for the best live action short film section. Letter room.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got a pony in that race.
Yes, we do. And I looked at Next Best Picture, which is like a website, and they have like predictions for all the categories.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, all of them, but one person said that Letter Room was going to win.
Cool.
I did not realize.
Out of like how many people?
There was like 15 or 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like very high chances.
Really, really good.
Yeah.
You definitely should win.
Yeah. So we will be doing that on Sunday. Yeah, we need to figure out how we're doing with the episode with like Falcon and Winter Soldier and Mortal Kombat.
I mean, like,
and you just creaming your pants about For All Mankind.
Yeah, we need to figure out how we're gonna do that because like. Because usually we watch Winter Soldier and then we record.
Yeah.
But here, like, maybe we should go see Mortal Kombat, then come home and watch Winter Soldier and then record. And then, and fucking 1 a.m. I could finally watch For All Mankind. But...
Mortal Kombat's not that long. I think it's only like an hour and 50 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it's under 2 hours for sure. Because people were like, oh my God, we want more Mortal Kombat. Like, it should be over 2 hours. And it's just like, shut up. We might get a good Mortal Kombat
This
movie.
is the first Mortal Kombat in like 20-something years.
Yeah.
Chill the fuck out.
Hour and 50 minutes.
It's pretty long. Like,
yeah, dude, it's going to be great. I'm so excited for that movie.
Okay, yeah. Well,
we'll go see it Friday. It'll be fine. So we'll be doing that.
We'll be recording Friday night.
Yes, we will be at like
9
or 10 o'clock. So check that out late night Friday for our thoughts about the final episode of the finals of season 1, probably the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Mortal Kombat. Did you see that they've said Loki's going to have like multiple seasons?
I didn't see that. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that came out sometime today. So yeah, I think that's gonna be freaking awesome. A lot of Marvel talk today.
I'm really pissed that they pushed that back though.
What,
like it's not coming out till like June something.
Is there a big? Oh shit! There's a huge gap between Falcon and Loki.
Yeah, like really big. Like we're not gonna have anything in May.
Sad face.
Yeah.
Oh wow, our Fridays just got a lot more wide open.
Dude, I know. Like no more Captain Winter Soldier. Falcon Winter Soldier. No For All Mankind.
Are you okay?
What the fuck else are we gonna watch?
We could go outside.
Do what? What's outside?
We could do literally anything else. Tony wants to play pickleball.
Tony wants to play pickleball.
Mom and Dad brought it up to him Saturday night.
Really?
Yeah, and he was like, I've played pickleball before.
I'm sure he heard like Tim Dillon talking about pickleball. And he's like,
no, he's played.
He's played before.
Tony's played before. Yeah. So I was like, dude, yeah. So like when I texted him today, he was like, I want to play pickleball. I was like, bro, let's do it.
I love that our parents are like prophesizing pickleball.
He was like, yeah, it was fun. Like
stand-up comedians.
I'd love to play with your parents. And I was like, that'd be so funny, but let's do it.
So weird.
Yeah, it would be really, really funny.
You'll be the funniest.
What's that?
We show up to Canyon Creek Country Club with Tony.
That has to happen now. Which would be funnier? Canyon Creek Country Club or High Point in Plano?
Oh, okay. There's no
debate.
If there's other people playing in the like indoor tennis center while we're playing pickleball with Tony, hands down, it's funniest that we're at the country club with this like heavily tatted out stand-up comedian.
But like if it was empty, it would definitely be High Point.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That place was busy.
It was busy, man. I don't like playing outside though.
No, that part sucked. Pickleball talk on Furloughed Film Talks. So,
yes, we could go outside. If you haven't noticed, I'm like
pale as all
the
get out.
palest person you'll ever meet.
Yeah,
so.
Maybe that's because you stay too much inside, Ryan.
I get out inside.
Get outside more.
Climate control. It's nice. My dog's there.
So the biggest news thus far of the week. Oh God, has to be
Derek Chauvin, guilty in all 3 counts.
That as well. I meant entertainment news, but yes, Derek Chauvin guilty, all 3 counts.
And Black Mirror.
What?
I was gonna say Ma Rainey's Black Bottom was a shitty movie.
Yeah, it wasn't a good movie.
So you agree?
I mean, it wasn't as good as like I was expecting it to be.
Okay.
But like makes way more sense why it's a weird movie when you realize it's a play adaptation. It's like,
I've totally forgotten what like our last topic is.
Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings.
Shang-Chi
has been pushed multiple times, but it has settled on a September 3rd, 2021 release date. And on the 32nd birthday of the actor who plays the titular character, Simu Liu, they released the first poster for the movie and then dropped as a birthday present to Simu the first teaser trailer for the movie. And this movie is going to be a absolute blast of a movie to watch. I'm very, like I said, I've been excited this whole episode for everything that we've been talking about, but this is going to be a very unique style that is coming to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, what did you think when you watched the first trailer for this movie?
Dude, I'm pumped. This movie looks sick, man.
Like,
it looks like a crazy combination between like a Marvel movie and like one of those classic Chinese kung fu movies.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, have you ever seen what was it? The Golden Monkey, I think it is.
Yeah, you've shown me some clips from that movie.
Yeah. And it's so I don't know do you know anything about like Shang-Chi as a character? Have you ever read any of the comics or anything like that?
I have not, which I really want to kind of get into his backstory more, but like I have not really read into it
yet. Because it looks very, very I'm super pumped for this movie, but something that really confused me was like they kept switching back and forth. Like there'd be scenes where it looks like they're in ancient China, and then there's scenes where they're in like modern day San Francisco.
Yeah.
I don't really like understand what the fuck is going on there.
I will explain in a second because I did look into that.
Okay. And my like mildly hot take is that I'm not particularly stoked about Awkwafina being in the movie.
I'm not stoked on
because like I sent like after we watched the trailer and I texted you like, oh, that looks sick, but I'm not too keen on having Awkwafina in it. Like after that
the one-liner at the
end.
Really
one-liner, and you come back with like, oh, that's just MCU style. Like, no, that's not the MCU style. The MCU like actually lands like funny jokes and good like one-liners. That one-liner was like
they have a
slapping the stinkers, shitty 90s one.
Like they have a lot of one-liners in their movies, and a lot like their batting average is pretty good, but there's quite a few that like don't land, and that's one of the ones that like just doesn't land for sure. But I think like Awkwafina is a good actress, and so I'm excited for her inclusion in the movie. I just think that they included like the one line that really just doesn't work and is kind of cheesy at the very end of it.
I don't know, like everything I've seen her in, she's just like kind of annoying.
I don't know what to say to you then. But the other cool thing about this movie, do you know who the stunt coordinator is in this movie?
No.
His name is Brad Allen. He worked in the Hong Kong film industry as a member of the Jackie Chan stunt team. So like they literally have a dude that worked with Jackie Chan doing the stunts for this movie.
Okay.
Like that I think gives it a ton of credibility and like really kind of gives it.
I mean, you can tell. Like it looks very authentic to the like kung fu Hong Kong genre of movie.
But like what's going on in this trailer, because like Brian alluded to, they're cutting back to scenes in China and then cutting back to modern day San Francisco. What's going to be happening is it looks like Shang-Chi's dad is being set up as like the leader of a terrorist organization or of like an assassin organization, but he turns out to be the Mandarin, which the Mandarin has been teased throughout the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Well, impersonated.
Yeah, and both. And what they're going to do is show him growing up and being trained to take over that organization, but then he kind of shuns it and goes and lives in San Francisco for 10 years. And the movie's gonna kind of get kicked off by his dad wanting him to come back and take his rightful place in the organization.
Gotcha.
So that's where all that's going to be, and I'm really excited to see kind of that training and all of that going into it, as well as like, you know, him having to start to realize like, no, I need to take my own path after 10 years of basically hiding out and wanting to like kind of lay low.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that kind of awakening is going to be really, really cool. But yeah, like the action in this is going to be very different than we've seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, it seems like there's going to be some like element of mysticism to it.
Yes,
because there's like, again, like I've never read the comics. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But there's a guy that had like the
10 rings.
Those are the rings.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like bracelets, not really rings.
Yeah.
Okay. That gives people like powers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gives them like mystical powers that they can like conjure shit.
It's fucking awesome.
It's gonna be freaking insane, dude.
Looks amazing.
Like I'm so excited for this movie.
You said I think you tweeted or you texted me about the dogs.
The foo dogs.
Yeah, the foo dogs. I had to Google what the foo dog was.
What the fuck a foo dog was?
Yeah.
Yes. Explain what a foo dog is.
I still don't truly understand it.
Okay.
It's some kind of Chinese dog.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
so
when you said foo dog, I thought this was gonna be like some kind of Marvel character that they like invented. But this is actually based on like a very ancient Chinese, like, I don't know.
So it's like it's
character.
If you've ever been like in an Asian restaurant.
Well, that's where I was about to go.
Like Chinese restaurant of any sort, and you've seen the big lions that are at the front usually. That is what is known as a foo dog. Those are known as guardian lions. And it looks like they're doing in this movie is like those come to life. Like those are real like creatures in this world.
Yeah.
And they like help them in this battle scene that they have. And so like to have those just like going around and fucking people up is going to be like, that'll be really cool.
Yeah. That's going to be
and what I tweeted out was like, imagine if those had been like in the battle at Avengers, like at the end of Avengers Endgame.
Yeah,
that'd have been nuts. Like that'd have been one of the coolest things.
But the only like cooler thing you could possibly do in this movie is have like live dragons flying around killing people.
Yeah, which like who knows? But I don't know if he's ever conjured. Like legitimately.
Wait, so we can conjure these things?
I don't know about the foo dogs, but I'm like he has mystical powers. So like I don't know if he's ever like done that with a dragon or some shit. Like
this shit looks insane.
Like I just think. I love it, like the directions that they're going with their movies now. Like a lot of people, like they're going more diverse, but like when you go more diverse, you do get these very different styles of stories, and you can pull in, different action sequences and a lot of different ways of, having these conflicts.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great example of ways to make your universe better. Like this is what happens when you do these types of stories. And it's good because, these comics were created back in the 70s when America was in like a kung fu, craze.
Yeah.
And they were wanting to profit off of it, but it wasn't the most like PC of the comic books. They literally had his dad named Fu Manchu. So like not great, but like they've modernized it. They've worked it over the years. And I think like this is the right time for, this to be kind of joined into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I'm very excited to see where this goes, and also for them to finally get the Mandarin right. Like that's why I'm so excited for this movie.
Yeah, like the Mandarin's a huge character in the Marvel universe. So
he's massive. Like, and that's why it's so like dumbfounding what they did in Iron Man 3.
Oh yeah, with the imposter Mandarin.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley being an imposter, Trevor Slattery, or the hell his name was.
Which I mean, like. On the one hand, it is kind of disappointing, but on the other hand, it was fucking hilarious. That was like some of the funniest shit in any of the Marvel movies.
It was funny, but like, I'm sorry, like do that with like another character or something, or do that with like a lesser known villain.
Okay.
Where it's like, with the Mandarin, it's supposed to be this guy who's like ruthless in the comics and has been known forever and is on par with like, maybe not Thanos, but like Doctor Doom. Like he is known as one of the bigger Marvel comic like villains.
Right.
So like to do it with that character, it was just kind of like.
This is gonna be so much better when we finally get him. Like. Okay.
I don't know. Like back in 2013, they knew that they were going to put him in like a.
Well, I mean, come on. They knew eventually they were going to put him in something. Like.
I will give Kevin, and that's the thing. Like. I can legitimately be like, I'll give Kevin Feige the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Whereas if this was DC, they can go burn in hell.
Damn.
Screw DC.
It's fair.
But we're gonna do something new on the show right now. What is your hype level for Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings, Ryan?
Like a scale from 1 to 10?
Yeah, 1 to 10. 1 to what's the criteria going to be? Or not the criteria. What are we going to name it?
Oh, I mean
10
like
Dogecoins?
No. Like cracked out Florida man. I don't know.
We'll figure that one out.
Anyways,
what's your hype level 1 out of 10?
I would say 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah, okay. Vinny's got a 10 for 10.
Holy
hype level.
Shit.
That's
high.
Yeah.
What would you put Black Widow at?
6 out of 10.
Okay. Like, what about what's the other one that's coming out this summer? Was Shang-Chi after?
It's Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man.
Okay, Eternals.
Oh, like 10 out of 10.
Really?
I'm fucking stoked for that.
What about Spider-Man?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Yeah. I put this at a 9. I put Black Widow at like an 8.
Yeah, I mean,
any Marvel movies automatically starts off with like a 7. Like,
no, I'll amend my Black Widow hype level. Definitely like a 7.5.
Yeah, it's like any Marvel movie almost automatically starts off with like a 7.
Yeah.
Like, and then like, what about Loki?
8.5 probably.
9.5.
Yeah.
9.5. I'm so excited for that.
Like they definitely, unless this last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier like blows it out of the water, they've definitely like my excitement level for the next Marvel shows is definitely waned just because.
It's a little lower.
Yeah, because of how like up and down this series has been. But
Moon Knight 100 out of 10.
Yeah.
Can't even get ready. Mortal Kombat 15 out of 10.
Vinny's got a 8 out of 10 for Venom 2. Oh, and
that's not to like if I ever like roll my eyes or like give a look to like somebody saying something like that, it's not about that person saying something. It's about the movie specifically. Like that movie. Yeah.
Wait, you're not?
I'm excited, but like
you know what I'm actually pretty excited
for? I didn't like the first one, so
fuck yourself, dude.
Did you?
Yeah, I really like the first one. I'm pretty excited for Morbius too.
I'm excited about Morbius. That trailer got me really stoked.
Yeah. To answer your question, Vinny, we did talk about Emilia Clarke. We had some like technical difficulties, so there's like a first part of this video. It's a separate video.
Yeah.
But yeah. So to quickly recap, I'm much more excited for Olivia Colman joining Secret Invasion. I'm lukewarm about Emilia Clarke just because she hasn't been as amazing in anything other than Game of Thrones that she's done. Like, Terminator and everything else she's done hasn't been all that great. But
let's get to some questions. There's some questions, Ryan.
That's it. We just answered all of them. Yeah.
All right. Well, Shang-Chi will come out September 3rd in theaters. It will not be a Disney Plus release, so get excited for that. But everybody, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. This was a fun one, right?
Yeah, nice and quick. And we're going to have a banger of a weekend for everyone.
Yeah, we got a lot of content coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
But everybody, thank you guys for listening. Make sure to check out the Instagram at Furloughed Film Talks and Twitter at Furloughed Film. Tell 3 of your friends and have a good rest of your week.
Adios, amigos.